Welcome back, Generals. Today, we'll be fighting the Battle of River Crossing on Ultimate General Civil War Legendary difficulty. Before we fight the battle, however, I'd like to take a little bit of time and explain what I did between the Battle of Bull Run and now to prepare my army for this upcoming minor battle. Notice River Crossing, because we won Bull Run, gives us a little perk there of -5 enemy army size, and their armory has gone up a little bit, and their training is about the same size, but their army, which was before was 32 to 37, has been reduced. So that's good news. When I look forward, as I look forward into the future, I'm going to be having to fight River Crossing, Crossroads, and then Shiloh. And then Shiloh is where I'll get my big rewards. But River Crossing and Crossroads don't offer me a whole lot. So even if I was to win these battles without any casualties, I'm looking at somewhere around 9,000 extra men. So let's go to my army camp. Okay, and this is how I set up the forces that I have. See, I have 9,000 in the first corps, close to 7,000 in the second corps. So what I'm seeing is that, and what I saw before I did this, was that even if I got these 9,000 men, after the Battle of Bull Run, I could not fill 2 corps. It would be very difficult for me to fill 2 corps, okay, let alone anything greater. So in my career, instead of taking army organization, the next step would merely preserve the same organization that I have right now, which is 2 corps of 3 divisions of 4 brigades. The only thing it does is up the max brigade size to 2,000. So it really doesn't help me for the next coming battles and even for Shiloh. So I went ahead and I pumped 2 points into politics. Okay, and hopefully, if I can win the Battle of River Crossing coming up next, if I pump another politics point in my career points, then the rewards that I'll get for the Battle of Crossroads will go up just a little bit. Now, my army itself, if we remember, let's take a look at what my army looked at before the Battle of Bull Run. Okay, here I am with my army that I had to go into Bull Run. Okay, notice I've got basically 5 brigades of infantry, 2 of which only have 750 men, and I have 4 brigades of artillery, 1 cavalry brigade. That is what I went into with Bull Run. And then let's take a look at, this is what I had after Bull Run, and you can see that the numbers were considerably reduced. We're at 6.5 guns, but we got a lot of guys who went up with perks, and their efficiency numbers quite high. Again, looking here, this one's at 40 efficiency. Once I pop him up there, another 27. So this one at 43. My guns, 29. Let's go ahead and give him that. Okay, and he's at 29. And he's at 29, I believe. There you go. So they were all at 29 there when that battle was finished. what I opted to do was I wanted to add another battery. I went into my armory. I had some howitzers there, so I was going to add another battery of 12-pound howitzers, and I was going to take some Springfield 1855s. So from all of that, I was able to build and take a second core, and when I was finished, this is what I'm looking at. So now all of those first original 5 brigades are now up to 1,500 men. And notice they're all 1 star. Okay, here's my four artillery batteries. They're also at 1 star. I was able to buy, and also notice I upped how many guns in my batteries from 6 to 10. Here, this guy, he's a recruit, and then I've got more recruits here. These are pretty much all recruits, with the exception of my cavalry brigade, which I didn't do anything to. Notice here, these are all recruits. Notice their efficiency numbers are really low, huh? And my rank is too low. See the red there? Officer's rank is low for the size of the unit. So I really need colonels there. Okay, but for now, I won't be needing them, and hopefully, as we go through the next couple battles, I'll be able to upgrade those generals. For example, what I did was, after I had gotten all of the troops I wanted and the equipment, and I had driven down my recruits down to 0, I then decided to reorganize my army. And what I did was, I disbanded all my artillery, and this was a brand new brigade, okay, 9 12-pound howitzers. Okay, they were recruit strength. But because I disbanded them all, okay, what happens is I pooled all of these guys' experience into one pool, and then when I recreated my new batteries, instead of having 40 or whatever, now they were all at 26. Still good batteries, all with that one perk. The difference being, this brand new battery, which should have been down at 10, is at 26. So I was able to by reorganizing my artillery, I was able to get this brand new battery with a perk to start off, without even having fought a single battle. I did the same thing with my infantry, and Kemper, I tried to get him up to 1 star level. He was he was also a brand new recruit brigade, which would only have 10 efficiency. And what I did was I essentially, disbanded all of my 1 star infantry brigades, including Kemper, and then recreated them again. Unfortunately, Kemper didn't quite make it, and the reason to 1 star level, and the reason he didn't was because of his rank. So let's see what would happen here if, for example, I get him a really low level colonel, and there you go, and you see, and now he's up to 27. Just like all the others. So, by reorganizing, I was able to get not only one new good infantry regiment or brigade, I was also able to get a experienced artillery brigade as well. Reorganizing, if you're into you know, looking at the history of your units. It's not, you know, it's you every time you reorganize, they start at 0. You lose all the battle history. But if you want to get the most out of your units, I think this is really the way to go, and that's what I chose to do. Now, in this battle, river crossing, I get 10. I believe it's 10, or maybe it's 12. No, I believe it's 12 actually. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to stick a couple of my recruits here. They're pretty low. And we're going to go into this battle with 4 infantry brigades, and 4 artillery brigades, and 8 infantry brigades. So let's see what we can do, and hopefully if we can win this up politics again, when I go to Logan's, this reward will go up. I'll be getting just a little bit more to help me out here. River crossing is not the easiest battle. You will take losses. So there we are. Off we go. Okay, General, a portion of your troops will advance to West Virginia soil to support the Lincoln's interests in the area. The narrow river passage must be crossed in order to reach our destination on time. However, these are defended. So we have 2 objectives. We'll be coming from this area. Notice it says holding at least one of these 2 hills will certainly convince the rebels to withdraw, and holding one will give us a draw, but we want a victory, so we need to catch both of them. And an important thing about this battle is that if you do hold at least one of the objectives by the end of time, then you will be able to continue fighting the battle even though your time allotment has gone. So let's see what we can do here. What I'm going to do here. Remember, all my 1 stars are basically the same. So I don't have to worry about who's better than other, and so forth and so forth. Put my 10-pounders on the right side over here, so they can use this open area which they can fire into and dominate that area. And I'm going to send my 6-pounders with the rest of the majority of the army here, who will be assaulting this objective. So, here we go. Just gonna pause this for a second so I can give them orders. reserve. And that looks like we're ready, except for I'm going to turn off infantry resupply so that I can be sure that my artillery is going to stay supplied during the battle. And off we go. Normally there's skirmishers in this area. And a big fight normally in this area here. And taking this area here can be sometimes really difficult. Once they're in these woods and so forth, they are really hard to dislodge. There we have skirmishers, and we can see, notice they're 2-star units. That's okay. Run these guys. Attack coming in here. I need to pour stuff into this guy. Hopefully he's trying to cross the river there. Hurt him good. Notice they're coming right to our flank here. Artillery to just bang on so that we get everybody concentrating here. Artillery fire into there because I want to move this other artillery up. This guy's taking the brunt of most of this here. This should give us flanking shots on him. we need to push him back. Looks like he may be a little bit too close to the front there. Fall back. Hurt him really good. I'm going to have everything once again concentrating on this guy here. Stretching out my line just a little bit. Oops. We're starting to get a little bit too wide here. I'll let Loomis come over here. He's quickly routed. And we're going to do some counter battery stuff here. A little bit. heat there on my artillery. That's a little bit annoying how they sometimes will yep, now we got that one. Here we go again with the attack on the right over here. Shift over a bit. He doesn't have much of a chance there. I have an hour and 10 minutes, so it's not looking very good. I might get to try to attack him here. Get right up there, as close as you can. And I think this time I'm going to try a different strategy. I think I'm actually going to try actually going to try to go for this one here first. Send some skirmishers over there, although he's probably going to get shot up. 27 minutes here. We gotta move really hard now. Only 15 minutes. Looks like we've got secured that. Fall back here. And here we've got now we can see them responding to us. This comes up. Okay. I believe I can continue this fight. So I'm going to try to destroy these guys over here first. And try to destroy these guys first, and then try to come back down on him. He falls back. If I can keep him under fire, keep that artillery on him. There we are. I want this guy. Obviously wasn't enough room. Now we have his infantry from the other objective has come down. I'm going to support them immediately with artillery. seems to all be in. I have good ammunition, so I'm going to go ahead and free up infantry. I've now thrown them completely back. Looks like I got those guys to fall back as well. Plenty of artillery here to hold back any of these assaults. Doing here. We've lost 20% of our troops. Immediately move our artillery as soon as he falls back. Let's get that artillery right up there so they can. That's my supply wagon empty. Doing some major destruction up there. Now I'm going to bring another battery over here. So get ready to assault this position. Doing some massive destruction up there, so we can pretty much leave that go. Move my artillery back up again. Boom, forced him back. Staying in cover here. And there we go. routed the brigade in the fortification, and now we need to push him out. And artillery will do it for me. I'm going to keep moving that artillery up here. We still have some guys here. These folks over here look like they're pretty so we're now moving in to take the second objective. Keep that. Three on one here. Back over here. Actually, pretty bloody battle. I think my artillery just pound them really. Get that artillery up there. We pretty much slaughtered the Rebs in this objective, and now we need to slaughter these guys here. Keep that artillery on them. And there we go. And there is the end of the battle. We didn't destroy all of the enemy, but it is a victory. And looking at our casualty figures, let's see, we're pretty evenly strength actually. A little bit more than 2 to 1, a little bit less than 3 to 1 for losses. Our units looking pretty good. We had a lot of casualties though. We did get lots of promotions and a few goods. Not a whole lot, but that'll do. Alright, so now we can take a look at how we finished up, and I'm actually pretty happy about that. I'm not sure. Appears that we lost a lot more than we have available for. It says 2,800. So I should be able to get these guys up. Yeah, he's going to be easy to get up to 15, easy. So hopefully we'll be able to get these guys up to 15. He's very close to being a 1-star. He's really close to being a 1-star. He's got lots of extra points, so once again, what I'll probably be doing a lot of excess points here. You see from the 1-star here, 45 extra points that if I pass into the pool, I can then switch over to, say, this guy who's only lacking 17 points to bring him up to 1-star level. This battery took a bit of a beating. Let's see what our armory looks like. Not a whole lot of help here. Skirmishers. And a bit there. So overall, pretty pleased with that battle, and hope you enjoyed watching me play it. The next battle will be Crossroads, and that's also a pretty interesting battle. Hope to see you there, and until then, goodbye now.